Edible hibiscus. We have 4 of them we're going to talk about here. These are more plants that you really should have. Basically, they're annuals, but they are so easy to take care of, and they reseed freely that they can come up in a lot of places. So, you know, it's very, very low labor input if you want to have these plants. The leaves are edible. They flower just at this time of the year. They're flowering now. They don't flower year-round like a lot of the ornamental hibiscus. This is one of my favorite plants, the cranberry. It's, you know, the foliage is beautiful, and I consider beauty a function of plants. And I eat it practically every day. In salad, that's the first thing I put in salad is cranberry hibiscus.
I make tea out of it, especially in the cold and flu season, because it clears it. Yeah.
You make what out of it?
Tea.
Tea. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
The leaves
Yeah,
or the flowers?
the leaves.
Okay. You don't dry the leaves first, do you?
First batch I did, then I did a batch without, and there was more of that medicinal effect when you don't.
Okay. Okay. That's nice when you can just drop fresh leaves in the
Yeah.
pot, you know?
You chop them up?
Yeah.
So that's a great plant, and it just has naturalized in my yard. It comes up all over the place, and the chickens love it.
Yes. And the rabbits like it too.
Yes. Yep. Yeah, we have rabbits and chickens at the Faith House, and we feed that. You know, Roselle, very closely related. It's a beautiful ornamental plant. A very dark green leaf with kind of red stems. Looks really good. The leaves you can eat, and then these calyxes. This is a calyx. After the flower goes, you have that fruit. That's where the seeds form. So it's the calyx, and I think that's what's used in celestial seasonings, red zinger tea.
There's some back there in that flower arrangement.
Okay. Beautiful plant, and the Caribbean people will collect those at this time of the year and make a beautiful Christmas drink with it.
Oh, yeah.
Same color as the
sorrel.
fruit. They call it sorrel.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah. But wonderful plant, absolutely wonderful. I know
You
you guys have
pretty
been
well
growing it.
too.
Yeah.
Look at it everywhere.
Yeah.
Ready?
Okay, yeah. These are 2 more hibiscus. Kenaf, we've grown a lot at the Faith House. Not necessarily something you want to grow on a real small property. It gets, 12 feet tall. The first time I saw it was at Willows.
And it covered her house,
Yeah.
taller than her roof.
So it's another annual with edible leaves, but this plant is as multifunctional as hemp.
Absolutely.
You can make oil from the seeds, you can make clothing and paper from the fibers in the stem. You can
use it
eat
like
the leaves. I've had a salad made just with Kenaf leaves and a good dressing, and it was very palatable.
Well, and there's more than one species, and
Yes.
Yeah,
and if you
more
grow the
than
wrong
one.
one, the police knock on your door.
Right, well, the
It's true.
botanical name is Hibiscus cannabis, because most of the varieties have cannabis-like leaves. The one we have at the Faith House has almost spade-shaped leaves.
Yeah, that's what I got some seeds
From
at
us?
the picnic,
Yeah, okay.
and they grew 20 feet tall,
Really?
and then they fell over.
Oh, yeah.
So,
There's your
Anyway,
but let me ask you this: is there a growing season for it?
well, it grows, the first time we got the seed, we planted them in August, and we had a crop of new seed by Christmas.
Okay.
So that was really good. So it's, I would say it's about a 3-month crop. And it's very easy to grow, and we grow it for chicken food at the Faith House.
Yeah.
And we have a pen that we keep the chickens out when the plants are small. When the plants
Well,
get
also,
bigger,
The big
we let them in there.
stalks.
Yeah.
Give them to the rabbits because they'll gnaw on them. They have fun with them. They'll gnaw them down to nothing.
I tried
almost.
running those stems through my chipper, my old Ameren McKissick chipper, clogged it right up.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2
Really
fibers,
fine.
yeah. So I think it would make good little firewood, fire starter.
It does. I burned
Like
some.
kindling, huh? Kindling.
I burned some, but make sure you give some to the rabbits,
Okay,
especially if you don't have any pumice in there for them to grind their teeth on.
okay. Good suggestion. Yeah. So, I mean, that's a really interesting plant. And there's a fellow up in Williston, Florida, which is just south west of Gainesville who we got the seeds from, and he's really big into this. He grows a lot of seed. He's trying to start a Kenaf cooperative, trying to get farmers to grow acres and acres of this stuff. And
No kidding.
to have communal processing, like a cooperative. And he sells seeds in Africa and other places. So this is a marvelous,
Is he gonna grow it as
marvelous
a food,
plant.
or
huh?
is he gonna grow it as a food, or is it?
To process.
Or is it
know,
Biomass for
multi?
like the-
He, I think he makes electricity out of it. He burns it, makes
Biomass.
electric out of it.
Really?
Yeah.
Wonder how it smokes.
What do you know, Jay?
Anyway.
Not much flavor.
What do you know
Anyway,
about
just
it?
remember that it's an edible hibiscus, edible leaf hibiscus, wonderful, wonderful multifunctional plant. This is not, it's called edible hibiscus, but it's not in the genus hibiscus. It's
Abelmoschus.
Abelmoschus manihote, yeah. But it's got these kind of strange leaves, but very, very tasty leaves. Very mild, and you can cover a sandwich with one leaf.
Oh, yes. Beautiful.
It's like
Does it
That's
flower
a
as
big
well?
sandwich.
it flowers with a big flower, I think, at the end of the season. So
But it's not a true hibiscus?
No.
no,
What is it then?
Abelmoschus. That's the genus.
It's easy for you to say.
By the way, you can find it in here.
Abelmoschus.
And if you're a gardener, and not just a beginning gardener, but with some experience, this is the greatest reference. This is a Bible for me. Finding new plants that are perennial, that are food producing. And the author, Eric Tonsmeyer, he's a real plant geek. He lives in Massachusetts, but he loves tropical plants, and he spent a lot of time at Echo in North Fort Myers. And they have pictures of Echo in here. I think 80% of the plants that he features in here we can grow. He
What's
says
the
you
title?
guys are so lucky down there.
Perennial
What?
vegetables.
Perennial vegetables. Eric Tonsmeyer. Just fabulous book.